Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video to the channel. So in this video, we're going to be checking out a money making method from a Slayer creature, which has benefited from the mining and smithing update. So we're going to be paying a visit to Gargoyles. Now Gargoyles are a level 75 Slayer monster, which is very much one of the older Slayer monsters and really shouldn't have a reason to be making more GP than normal because it's pretty much an outdated monster. There's no real reason its normal drops are making more profit. But the reason Gargoyles are currently making more profit is because they are linked to binding contracts. Now Gargoyles have a great mining boost, which because of the mining update, means that Gargoyles have a demand, albeit slightly below the mid price on the Grand Exchange. So what we've just done is checked the price for Gargoyles. First of all, monster flip there. That is a 54k flip on a Gargoyle pouch. But what we're going to do is go and do a quick Gargoyle task to see what the profit is there. And the wiki currently states that Gargoyles are 4.5 mil profit per hour, but that is without actually having the binding contract linked to it. Now, luckily for me, I have a couple of binding contracts spare. I have a Slayer cape to go and take me to Lanika, but also I have a Gargoyle mask. So we're going to go and get a Gargoyle task. We're going to go and gear up, and we're going to go and see how much profit Gargoyles are in a Slayer task using the binding contracts. You do not need a task to actually go and kill Gargoyles. You can go and kill them in a Slayer tower quite easily as well. They're going to be pretty AFK. They're not going to give you much grief. And if you are a lower level Slayer as well, it's a great way for you to make profit. Gargoyles, Hellhounds, Water Fiends are great ways to make profit via the binding contracts. So because of the mask, we're going to get a Gargoyle task, 190, which will do absolutely perfect for me. Now, in terms of a setup, I'm just going to take Necromancy just because why not? But what I am going to do though, I am going to take the Death Dealer because I think Death Dealer is more suited to Slayer tasks because of the ability to get Death Mark. I think that will really help to beat something like Gargoyles quite quick. But in terms of Gargoyles, we just need to make sure to go and buy a Rock Hammer. So we'll go and teleport to a Slayer Master. We'll go back to Lanika to just go and get it as well. I'm going to take a Spring Cleaner because you do drop some rune, but I can remember I've not killed Gargoyles in the longest time ever. So it'd be quite good to go and see what they're like. I'll take some note paper and Excalibur just in case. We'll take a Bunyip because a Bunyip is the best. Some aggression overloads just so we've got some thing to attack with. And I think that'll be it. No, I need binding contracts. So we'll take 200. And I think once we go and get our Rock Hammer, that is everything we need. Right, so what you can do with the mask, if I had the mask, so we'll go back to the bank. With all the Slayer masks, you can teleport directly to the task. We're probably going to go and kill them in Curadel's just because I think they bunch a bit better than the Slayer Tower. The Slayer Tower, though, you do have some extra rotating drops. You can also go and get the contracts and GP from the guy in the front. But me, I'm just going to go to what I know. And I know I used to kill them in Curadel's, so that will definitely do for me. Right, so go and grab the mask. If I wanted to, you can use the Spirit of Battle to get double drop. I don't think they have enough to profit using it compared to things like Dag Kings, which will make us like a lot of profit with our Spirit of the Battle as well. So yeah, this is basically it. Curadel's dungeon. I don't believe anyone ever comes here again. In the prime, this place used to be rammed. Like, so many people used to be here. I just need to find a bar. Yeah, so many people used to kill like monsters here. And as you see, the binding contracts are coming in a little bit quick. So I'll be interested to see how long this takes us. So 10:37 is when we're going to start this task. Just under 200 to go. Luckily for me, I can just sit in AFK this as well. And I don't know if you guys know, we are looking at making like a little AFK series for any player looking to like pay for their future group Iron Man with in-game sort of currency, buy a bond and do stuff through that as well. But this could be a very viable method. We'll check the GPR a little bit later, but basically we're going to leave the account now. AFK, start to loot some stuff on the ground as well because Congealed Blood is definitely worth picking up anyway. What you could do, I believe these drop quite a few stone spirits. You could also bring an ore box. An ore box would be a good way to like just keep them all in one big info space, just so you have more info space to work for your binding contracts as well, because they will come quite quick and quite fast. But I'm going to leave you guys from there. We're going to just go and AFK this Gargoyle task again. 10:37, 190 to go, and we'll see how long it takes. So here we go. Literally, we've done this in under 15 minutes. And when I saw on the wiki bit, it was quoting like Gargoyles to be like 4.5 mil per hour without binding contracts. I was a little bit like skeptical, thinking like, there's no way. But I think they are. Like, even if we was quoted out in 15 minutes, we've got just over 800k in like pure raw cash. And we've also got 119 congealed blood. They're actually really good for congealed blood, which I think is still got a decent old price. So we picked up the stone spirits, which in hindsight probably wouldn't bother, not really worth it. The gem bag got 24 emeralds and 13 rubies. Again, not really worth it. We got a granite mole for the vibes, and we got 320k in congealed blood. So like, even just on normal drops, this is a 5.2 mil per hour task, which is very, very good. Now, what I would say is I did mess up. I missed 9 pouches, but that's going to bring in 181 pouches, which work out to be 27.6 mil. Now, first of all, it's not 27.6 mil profit because we've had to spend money on binding contracts. So currently, binding contracts are around 80k. So we're going to be making off the 137, 57k each, which, don't get me wrong, Gargoyles, there are lots better things to use your binding contracts on. But if you're something like a mid-level account, 75 Slayer, this is a very valid option for you to do as well. And if you want to sort of include Gargoyles in your slave rotation, which to be fair, like for how quick and chill it was, I couldn't go fully AFK because I had to make the binding contracts, which is why I've lost 9 because I was looking at something else and doing something else. But in terms of like an AFK like task, it's chill. Like, it's easy, no real grief, and it took me less than 15 minutes to do. But what I need to do is actually just grab a calculator on my old phone. So we made 181. So 57,000 times 181. So really, in terms of profit, we're 10.3 mil from those binding contracts. Admittedly, you have to put in the time to make the binding contracts, but because I'm going to do a bit of focus on binding contracts in the next couple of months, I'm going to throw out a video to show you how to do it in the fastest way possible, which means you're not wasting the time you're using to make binding contracts is as minimal as possible. So 1.3 mil in just pure loot, 10.3 mil from binding contract profit. That was roughly, so that's about 11.6 mil in 15 minutes, which means if you have enough binding contracts for a full hour, and you're probably going to be looking like 600 kills per hour, you could be making from Gargoyles roughly 44.6 mil per hour. Now, would I recommend that? If you're mid-level and if you don't have the ability for Hellhounds, again, it depends what price a Hellhound pouch is. The others, I really wouldn't put in context with it. But Hellhounds, again, 140k. These don't have any drops though, so per hour you'll make more. But again, if you're a big clue scroller, Hellhounds can definitely be more profit. And yeah, Hellhounds at 160k is what I'd probably do instead. But Gargoyles, do not sleep on them. They are a very, very good option. Now, I'm going to throw these in the Garden Exchange to sell. As always, we drop a comment in the comment section, or I'll put it in the end of the video to prove that these sell. But I'll leave them in the Garden Exchange to sell. I need to just change their price though. 136. But yeah, Gargoyles are a very good task. Make sure to pick them up and do them. But the most important thing is as well, as soon as you have the archaeology level, do binding contracts, because they will make you so much money. It will be so worth it in the long run, and it will make you a small fortune. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Trying to come up with as many different and varied money-making methods as well. And I have created a little mini series of making AFK methods to cover a bond if you are interested in doing Group Ironman. So if you are interested, it should be in the description or somewhere in the corner of the video, linking you to that playlist. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, please make sure to drop me a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.